Thanks very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Scott Patterson, CEO of FutureVault, and I'm here with my esteemed colleague, Corbin Hudson. Quick recap on the company. We were a startup 21 months ago. We raised $4 million in seed capital. Today we have 20 employees, of which 15 are in R&D, a number of which are former bank technology executives, and we have filed 3 patents. Today's a very big day for the company. This morning, I was very pleased to be interviewed on CNBC's Squawk Box, and here now today to formally launch our product commercially. We've been in beta for the last several months with 60 customers, including myself as our alpha customer, and so we're very pleased to be here. And we launch actually on Monday with our first paying customer, and you can see on the screen, it gives you a sense of what we have launched. What is FutureVault? This is a B to B to C, so it is not direct to consumer. We are looking for the financial services organizations to partner with. These are banks, credit unions, mutual funds, pension funds, unions, accounting firms, law firms, and they would deliver their documentation, whether it's monthly statements, compliance documents, or marketing materials through a FutureVault type product. It's white labeled, so if you're in one of those seats in your role in life and you look up in the top left-hand corner, that would be your brand. You can see how 33/7, which is a financial advisory boutique in Toronto, how they are delivering their documents as of Monday. The balance of the tool, best way to kind of think of that is the most comprehensive digital filing cabinet ever built, or an incredibly comprehensive digital safety deposit box. Has 25 categories, and based on the tremendous amount of research, tens of thousands of hours literally on how people think about their lives, we have created 25 categories, each with 175 categories, and that simple theme is if real estate's the category, subcategories might be vacation properties or commercial, industrial, principal residence, condo, etc. And underneath that, we have thousands of suggested documents. In each case, we've gone to domain experts to know what are the suggested documents for real estate, what are the suggested documents for life insurance, etc., etc. There's also for the advisor, if this is wealth management example, there's an incredible amount of data and analytics. That's a quick snapshot of that. Let's jump to my personal account. My colleague said, oh, you can't show your personal account, but I'm completely hooked on our product. As I've said, I've been the alpha customer for about a year. Now, I may not be the average player here, so what you are seeing is the Ferrari as a product, and this product can be reduced quite dramatically if your customers, if this looked too intimidating for them. But if you look at the top left, if you don't mind, my life is organized around my personal affairs. I have a Canadian holding company, a U.S. holding company, some farming interests in an LLC in California, a modest family trust, and a modest foundation. Why are we showing you that? The idea is these could be family members, they could be parents, they could be business divisions. You can look at things on a consolidated basis or an individual basis. And Corbin's going to just flip here and quickly show you. If you went strictly to my Delaware holding company, you see it shrinks down to 8 categories you'd expect, like minute books and things like that. When he heads back up to go to me personally, it more populates. Now, in terms of the documents getting into FutureVault, the financial sponsor, we just build a simple API, would flow their documents into it. The other 2 ways, upload at any time, drag and drop 1 document, 100 documents. We use OCR. We've written a special layer of software on top of that to help the auto-filing. Our system reads every single document. Even though we have no idea what's in your FutureVault, the system reads it and helps file it. And what Corbin's done here is showed you something we've invented in that every single vault holder gets their own dedicated, so it would be, Joe Smith at XYZ Bank, vault, whatever they want to call it, it's white label. It does not have to be called FutureVault, and they end up in file. This is in real time. What I've done now is I've gone to my insurance broker, my brokers, my schools, where I get my kids' report cards, and said, please change the address that you're going to send me this information to my secure FutureVault.com email address, and it shows up in the unfiled, and Corbin's just going to move that here quickly for it. Happens to be, I just had my 7th baby the other day, and we went and did the blood cord that you may have experienced if you've done this with your own children. He's just going to simply go into family, into children, and find, I want to show you this part here. Thank you, Corbin. The suggested documents. I mentioned the thousands of suggested documents. You can see here under children, allergies, artwork, birth certificate, vaccination records, passports, social security numbers, et cetera, et cetera. Picture that for insurance. It's going to say completely different things, physician statement, medical records, et cetera. Picture that for your car loan, the documents associated with that. So each subcategory has this tremendous taxonomy based on our research. So let's jump from a personal example to a business example. This is a company called Giftogram. that I'm a shareholder in. If you've never heard of it, you should download it. It's a very, very cool app. And I have some stock options in Giftogram. We're just going to show you very quickly some of the functionality. Corbin can show you. We can share this document. Very critically, there's complete fiduciary tracking when you share it in perpetuity. You can set reminders. That really matters, obviously, for a stock option. When is it going to vest? When is it going to expire? Your car loan, your mortgage, your GICs, on and on and on. Tremendous number of documents we have in our life have maturity dates or expiry dates. You can send reminders to your assistant, yourself, an indefinite number of people. There's also a document summary. The document summary, again, a tremendous amount of research here. There's 300 different document summaries. That looks different for a stock option where it talks about vesting periods, maturity dates, than it does for an insurance policy or brokerage account where it would say policy number, renewal date, annual premium. What happens is you create a bunch of metadata if you choose to do that. Now, the OCR technology today is not strong enough in our view to actually populate that, so that's a recommended exercise, but that'll come soon. If you do, you can end up with this kind of incredible report. I want to show you the most important thing. In this part, it's a little bold in saying this, but we believe one of the things we've endeavored to patent, it's a patent pending, is how we use something called trusted advisors. And this, we believe, has the potential to change the way the world does business. Sounds pretty crazy. But when you permission somebody in, he's gone to my New York banker here named Clayton Tadler, just down the road, and I borrowed some money, and I'm obligated to produce a credit report every quarter. And my assistant says it takes her a whole day to put everything to date for the credit report. With FutureVault, we permission Clayton Tadler in to all of these actual categories, and he goes and does the work. And we completely track him on a fiduciary basis. He looked at this document on this day at this minute. He forwarded this document. He viewed this document in perpetuity. We've outsourced that activity. So in conclusion, our view is that within 5 years, every single financial organization in the world is going to deliver their documents through this type of vehicle. And we think we're incredibly positioned, given what we've built thus far. And we'd love to speak to anybody who has an interest in our company. Thank you very much.